Hello, my little draconic wolfkins. I hope that you're doing okay. If you guys like what you see and hear, please like, subscribe, and turn on that bell to get notified. And if you guys wish to send me your own horror stories, my email is in the description below. And before we get into it today, the story I'm reading today contains um depicted death and um the R word, which YouTube does not like people saying. So, yeah. Be warned. That is the only thing I am gonna say about the content warning. So, if you don't want to hear about death or SA, do not watch this video. Alright, let's get into it. This is my first post, and I just needed a place to finally talk about this crazy experience. I will mainly be talking from my point of view, female 25, and about the psychopath, male 26. We'll call him John. In high school, I had one of those stereotypical crazy friend groups that low-key ruin your life. Oh god, I am sorry. OP, god, this sucks. One of those people was John. I met him initially in Gyro TC. For those who don't know, Gyro TC is military for the high schoolers, for those who haven't heard of it before, which was hell by itself, but John was something else. He immediately gave me all those red flags that you to say, stay away, and I tried. Unfortunately, we would be paired for different tasks in the class, and during those times, John would tell me all sorts of things. Oh god, no. No. I'm so sorry. It would range from wild stories about gangs he was in, his dad getting murdered, and his grandma getting hit by a bus, etc. Good fucking lord, man. Like, jeez. Not that those things didn't happen, but his facts would consistently change and in his stories, and he would be laughing the whole time. Yeah, this dude needs to be in prison. Better yet, a mental institution. That's where this John guy needs to be. And hope to never see him again. I had that gut feeling that he was lying, and even if it was just for attention, he was making me uncomfortable. Yeah, he would make anyone uncomfortable. Creepy dudes always do. I am sorry. Lo and behold, I wouldn't have any space from this guy, because after a few days, when I went to meet my friend group at lunch, he was there. I was caught off guard finding out he had become friendly with a couple people in the group, and I was stuck with him, not wanting to leave my friends and not having enough reason to really put up a fight about him being there. I just sucked it up and moved on. Girl, I wouldn't. I would have been out. I'm sorry, but I would have been gone. Over the course of this guy hanging out with us, he became more touchy, more verbal about his physical abilities, like, oh, people are intimidated because I could beat the shit out of them, etc. Girl, run. If you have red flags about someone in a place or any situation, guys, listen to your intuition, instincts, whatever, and run. If you feel like something's bad, go. Just don't ignore it. I didn't like his vibe, and so I would constantly call him out on his lies that wouldn't add up, laugh at his stupid, toxic masculinity comics, and so on. It would lead to arguments where he would separately message me saying shit like, not a lot of a lot of people can talk back to me. I'm impressed. That would make me want to puke with how entitled it was. Unfortunately, it got worse. Of course it always gets worse. Shit like that always gets worse. John became closer to one of my girlfriends, and they would disappear at events, leading her parents to call us asking where she was and freaking us out. And then John secretly led one of my guy friends on romantically telling him that he was gay, and then tried to make others think my friend was crazy because he would never be with a man. Oh God, what the fuck is wrong with this John guy? Like, seriously, he needs to go. He needs to be put in an institution somewhere and, like, get rid of the key. It broke both of my friends with how John would play with their feelings and safety. Then one friend confessed to me that John was sleeping in his car in my friend's driveway multiple nights without telling him, and that my friend was scared to sleep some nights because she was nervous that John would hurt her. Yeah, I would be too. Like, holy crap. No, I would be calling the policia. I was done with it and pushed harder about John leaving the group because he was becoming a problem. That's when one of the girls in the group, we'll call her Allie, found out about his Wattpad book. Oh God. Oh God. Where the fuck is this going? I think I know where this is going. John had written a full novel, I think it was called Macronome, about our high school and our friend group. It was based on him being colorblind, which I never believed, and him being able to see monsters in our school that we couldn't. He used our real names and descriptions, and in almost every chapter he would write in excruciating detail about our torture and deaths. Yeah, this guy needs to go. Like, no. Nuh-uh. If our characters weren't killed by monsters, then we were permanently deformed. One friend lost her legs, another entire bottom of her jaw, all in brutal ways. Oh God. What the fuck? Yeah, this guy, yeah, he needs to be executed, honestly. But maybe therapy would work, maybe not. I don't know. I cannot even begin to describe how much thought he must have put into how painful it was. I've seen pretty bad horror movies, and what he wrote was so much worse. When we found the book, I told him to keep my name out of it, and he was an ass for writing it. Yeah, I agree. Like, what a fucking douche. He expressed to Allie that the book was therapy for him and that he would always feel better after writing in it. Bullshit. He's just doing it to fill his delusional fantasy about harming others. That's what it is. I was always surprised that she kept talking to him after, but I'm pretty sure she cheated with him, so I guess she was blind to it. Yeah. Like, holy shit. Allie, this Allie girl needs to go too. Like, throw this John Allie girl away. I don't know. I felt crazy trying to prove that he was not good to be around, but it took everyone so long to realize how sick in the head he was. He started threatening people with violence. He tried to bring my friend into some woods before her dad showed up, and I found out about that he R-worded an intoxicated minor after graduating. Oh, hell no. Yeah. Yeah. Like, holy shit. He needs to go. Like, in jail. That is all. I left my friend group long beforehand because he wasn't the only problem. I realized that most of those people were not truly my friends. The group fell apart and it took a long time for people to move on and heal. There was so much more that happened, especially with Allie, but John was probably the scariest. I can't find his book anymore. I'm not sure if he deleted it or that I can't remember the name right. But if y'all find it, let me know. LOL. Don't, don't, don't look this shit up, guys. Just don't.